Alright, getting ready for this review. Very excited to talk about this movie. So it's Friday the 13th today. Did that all start with the Friday the 13th movies, or was that something that was before? I don't know the history of Friday the 13th. I don't know why it really matters, why people get scared. Oh my gosh, it's Friday the 13th. To me, Friday the 13th was just a really terrible franchise where the movie was done over and over and over again, done by Jason. I remember renting those movies while I worked at Blockbuster Video. I could not help but think it's the same exact movie over and over and over again, and I just didn't get it. To me, that wasn't really exciting horror. To me, that was just standard stuff we've seen over and over and over again. Maybe for me, Friday the 13th will now be the day of the week, of the year, of the whatever, that I saw The Cabin in the Woods. The new production that was supposed to come out a few years ago. I don't know what happened to it. If you know what happened to Cabin in the Woods and why it took forever for it to finally get released today, usually in that case, it's because the movie didn't test very well. But I don't know why. A movie like this, I do not know why it took forever for it to finally come out. Were they waiting for April 2012, for April 13th, Friday the 13th, so they could showcase this new horror film? This actually comes from the mind of Cloverfield. I believe the guy's name is Drew Goddard, or Goddard, something like that. And Joss Whedon. I want to make sure I say that right, because I have a lot of friends that are fans. Joss Whedon, not Josh, Joss, who's very popular, especially on television. The big thing that he actually created that I actually enjoyed was called Serenity, Firefly. I'm really excited that he's directing the new Avenger movie because I really like Serenity, and it seems like he can just take a lot of characters and give them all equal time, and it's a lot of fun. That's what I love about Serenity. There's a lot of people in this movie that I want to mention. Richard Jenkins, great actor. Bradley Winford. Chris Hemsworth. The one I want to put a spotlight on is this really beautiful actress that I've never seen before in my life. And her name is Kristen Connolly. She plays the character of Dana. She is just beautiful. She's cute, and I want to find out more about her. I really interested in her, and she's really good. She doesn't give a Oscar-winning performance, but she's really beautiful. She's very convincing. The whole cast is very convincing. And I don't want to give anything away about this movie. If you love horror films, and I love horror films, but so many times they're just all the same. We've seen the same thing over and over and over again. Someone's killing someone. It's kind of scary. This movie just takes all that and says, let's take those ideas that have been done a million times in horror films and just twist it a little bit. Turn it a little bit. They do something amazingly different in this film that I've never seen in a horror film. Yes, it's not a perfect horror film, but it's all about the ideas and all the new things that they do. Richard Jenkins and Bradley Winford just have great chemistry. This whole idea, I mean, if you've only seen the trailer of this film, I'd say, that's good. Just see the trailer. Don't read about anything else. I didn't read about anything about this film. My only concern was, why did this movie take so long to finally come out? I don't know if I really wanted to see it because of that. But I didn't really know anything. I just knew that there were some really good people behind the camera working on this story, working on this film. It looked like a really great cast. It did really great at South by Southwest, and most of the critics that I follow on YouTube were hinting on that they really enjoyed it, but I haven't watched any of those reviews yet. I want to make my own. After I watch this, I plan to check it out and see if they actually felt the same way that I did, or maybe some way, or if they didn't like it at all. So I don't want to give anything away about what happens in this film. No plot points, just let you know they told a story, the horror story that we've seen a million times of kids or young adults going into the woods, in a cabin, in a river, and driving and having this, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to, sleep with you for the first time. It's amazing, I love you so much. Or like and I get high, there's always the certain characters, the guy that always gets high, wants to get the girl. Then there's the sensitive guy that wants to get the girl. I didn't know what to expect. The way it started, the where it was going, and near when it got to the end and you finally it gets somewhat explained of all these ideas. I was on the edge of my seat. I was just like, yes, I'm having the time of my life. This is why I love to see horror films. To have this kind of experience. It was funny. It was scary. It was cool. I didn't know what was going on because it just was going back and forth between these two things. I didn't know how they were all going to collide at the end. I highly recommend that if you really love horror movies and you love comedy, this is a movie you need to go see. If you love to go to the movies and have an experience, literally have an experience in the movies, not go to see a show and just be like, no, not at all. If you really want to psychoanalyze this, you might find problems with it. I just have no desire to do that because I was so entertained. I cared about everything that was happening on the screen. It's one of the coolest horror movies that I've seen in the last few years. I just love that it takes those normal, standard ideas and just twists them a little bit. During the end of the film, there was something that was utterly amazing. A certain, I don't know, I don't want to give it away. Forget it, I'm not going to talk about it. That I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I can't talk anymore because I know I'll give away stuff. Congratulations. I'm happy that you finally got a release date so people can actually go see this movie. This is an awesome movie and one of my favorites of the year. I'm going to give The Cabin in the Woods 3.5 stars. I can't wait to see this movie again. I can't wait to see this movie again. If you enjoyed this review, if you've seen the movie and you agree with what I just said or you disagree, comment below. Let me know what you think. What is your favorite horror movie? What is the horror movie that still scares you, that you saw maybe when you were younger and it still scares you today? Mine would probably be Poltergeist. I want to know what horror movie you love. You can like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter at MovieManCHAD. And you can also subscribe to me right here on YouTube. You can also follow me on the great, wonderful, awesome website, WeLiveFilm.com. Check it out. There's a lot of great, awesome film lovers. You can see all different kinds of opinions. Go see The Cabin in the Woods. It's just a lot of fun. It's a movie I'm going to think about, and I hope I have a nightmare about it tonight. And I wake up with, oh my gosh, it's after me. It's after me. It's after me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.